Oh,
So excited.
as we are. Who are we, you might ask? It's a fair question. It's been a hot minute.
It's been more than a hot minute.
So I'm Bob,
And I'm Tracy.
Bob Doyle,
Tracy Starr.
and together we are... sorry, I just wanted to hear the singer sing. We're here gathering together today to celebrate this thing that we call the Bob Doyle Show, which is really Bob and Tracy together.
Now.
And now they're going to sing the words all in order, so you know for sure that this is, in fact, it's the Bob Doyle Show. Oh, we got it's our in-studio audience. It's just the camera people.
Right. We used to have dancing girls and, a whole studio audience. But
All right, we'll fade that down
that's
for
all right.
now.
It's good.
So
yes.
now let me just kind of get over here so I can get your comments up on the screen. It was ready and now it's not.
I love tech fun. Anyway,
There we go.
happy...
See, there we go. I knew there are people here, so let's say hello to them
So
all right here.
excited.
So we've got Martina saying something that I can't understand. Rock and Raven, howdy. It's about the time you guys are back. I get it. Kathy is here, ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
I know, yay.
And Sue is here as well, and now they're scrolling off so fast, and of course your sister Amy is here as well. So
Awesome.
welcome back to all of you. It's actually been since August 18th
Crazy, you guys.
of
Crazy.
2021 since we sat in this chair next to each other, all scooched up, cozy like.
Yes.
I mean, sometimes we just come in here and sit in this chair cozy like just for fun.
But not go live.
We don't go live with it though.
No.
We hold out. We just get all cozy and we go, boy, if they could only see us be.
There's been a lot
live.
going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite a bit.
It's been a heck, and it continues to be a fun journey into this section of our lives. But we are definitely we've got so much fun stuff to talk about. The big one being, of course, about the Metaverse, which is what the whole hubbub is about. So we'll get to that shortly, although we do have one little story we have to tell you first. And then we're just going to hang out and do the silly Bob Doyle stuff that you have come to know and
love.
know. Well, that was presumptuous on her part, but okay. Jason is here. Hello, Jason and Walter.
Yay!
I love it. See, there we go.
This
Old
is
home
so
back.
good.
That's right. And even someone... I can't, boy, unfortunately, it's
really small on the
it's too
screen.
small
We have to
across the
figure that
screen. I
out
know.
because it's like,
To see the comments.
we're getting older.
But anyway, we got some folks watching on
It's
YouTube.
good.
And by the way, if you are, I posted this on LinkedIn. One of the things that has been going on over the past however months is I decided to finally look at LinkedIn as a thing. And
It's amazing.
and it's been a good thing. But we posted about this show on LinkedIn, and some of these people I'm going to be occurring as new to, or they only know me from The Secret or whatever. And so we posted this. So if there are any of my LinkedIn friends popping in to say hello,
Hello.
and this is the other part of me.
The goofy fun part.
That's right.
Yes,
So
exactly.
Sue just moved over to YouTube just for fun.
Sue, so good.
Well, that's great.
Yay.
Be sure to subscribe and all of that stuff if you guys are watching. And there's your mom has joined us as well, and we are so also happy to see you.
Yes. So I just want to say, first of all, happy to, because for those of you who know me personally, understand that 222 has been a very weird obsession of mine since I was 13. This numerology thing, didn't even know about numerology when it became a thing for me. And so I've kind of looked forward to today and the 22nd, of course, of this month, for a really long time. So this is very special to me personally. So we had to sort of do something fun on today. So this is why we're here.
Awesome. And we also just got confirmation that someone is coming over from LinkedIn.
Yes!
It's Jeff. And
Awesome.
we will welcome him with applause. And a couple of other people, too, from LinkedIn. So that's awesome. The
so
YouTube
good.
folks will probably be LinkedIn. So normally what we do is we just kind of goof off. We do a bunch of
Totally.
silly stuff on the show. You never know what you're going to get. Sometimes
we have props, stuff. I don't know.
We'll feature tech sometimes. We'll feature musicians sometimes. It's just kind of this variety show that never really could figure out exactly what it is.
It's a
Still
variety
hasn't.
show.
It's just really just us hanging out together with you.
Right.
And every now and then we have an agenda.
Yes. But first, for a very funny story, because, well, it's kind of funny. Well, actually, it's really funny, but it's painful. Anyway, so can I tell it now?
No, I'm forbid it.
Okay, so yesterday, I just have to share with you guys just a little tidbit into my life.
This really does say so much about who you are as a person.
It really does. And I have these things happen, which is why it's probably been 6 or 8 months since we've not been around. So we have, we're in Vegas, right? So it doesn't get that cold, but it's winter, so it does get kind of cold. And I was cold yesterday, so I went to turn on, I have like one of those little room heater things. So I just turned that on, and I had a hat, and I'm all bundled up like crazy, even though it's probably 73 degrees in the house. Anyway, so it blows a fuse, or
yeah,
there's not fuses anymore.
Well, whatever. You guys know what we're talking about. The circuit went.
The circuit thing, right?
So she lost power.
So I did. So I go running out to the garage where the circuit breaker is, and it is behind our garbage cans, and I'm short, and it's higher up. So I have to wiggle my way in to be able to,
Are you picturing
it? Right. So so anyway, I flip it. It's all great and fine, but I had to move the garbage cans a little bit in order to access it.
Oh no!
Oh no! I just went out.
Hold on. Don't hit that. Whatever you do. No. There. Sorry, we got this goofy cable, and it hits, and so we go silent for a minute. And you guys are going, "What are they saying? I bet you it's great."
It wasn't that great, but
Lucy's here, ladies and gentlemen. No! Lucy, I'm so glad I saw you comment. We're happy to have you here. Lucy was a previous guest on the Bob Doyle Show as one of our musical guests.
Incredible human, beautiful voice. Anyway.
And now back to the story.
So anyway, so I go back to doing my life, and I'm supposed to go to the chiropractor tomorrow, or last night. And as I'm getting ready to leave, I open the garage door, and I realize
with the button,
right? I go hitting the button, and the garage door starts going up, and so does one of the garbage cans. And, in panic mode, I don't think, I should just hit the button, stop it, have it go down. Nope, didn't do that. I go running over to the garbage can to try to catch it, right? Because
it's going to fall.
Because it's like, it's going up. I mean, it's like, it's getting higher than the other garbage can. I mean, it's up there, right? So I have stuff in my hands. I have my purse on my arm. I've got, my phone, whatever. So I run over there. I scream, Bob. Like, he could do anything. And as I'm going...
Well, wait a minute. Hold on. What is that
supposed to be? Timing. Yes. Not like you personally...
As if he could do anything. As if he was capable of saving
no other human. It was just the moment, the time.
I know. I was just taking an opportunity.
Thanks. So anyway, I go to grab it. And before I'm able to do that, the garbage can, jumps off of the garage door onto my face, pulls on my purse, which pulls me down to the ground, and the garbage can lands on top of me.
On her face.
On my face. I'm on the ground. It happened so fast that it was like, it was like that slow motion, but happened super fast. And he's coming, because
I opened the garage door into the garage just in time to see this thing happen. To see the garbage can leap off the hook that it had created with the bond with the garage door and say, "I will get you, woman." And then, purse, help. Pull her down to the ground.
I just laid there, and I was like, I don't even know what to say.
I'm like, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And she's like giving me the I don't know stuff.
Who makes this stuff? Who has this stuff happen? Seriously, it's oh my goodness. Anyway, so it looked like at the time, because, it hit me here, that I had gotten punched. And it started to turn black and blue. And of course, Dr. Bob here is right, exactly. He grabs me, the emergency. And obviously I canceled the chiropractic appointment because I couldn't drive with ice in my face. And
big disgrace. Waving your flag all over the place, singing, we will rock you.
Nice. Anyway, that's my goofy, funny story. But fortunately, makeup covers up a lot, but it is pretty bruised.
But it was going to swell. Oh. You were going to be Marcia. Oh, my nose. Oh, my nose. Or no, that was Jan. Wait,
no, it was Marcia.
Right.
No, yeah. For all of us that are old enough to know.
Sorry. Look, the crowds just keep coming in here, I think. Sarah Ross has joined us. Now, I was just asking, where is Crystal? Was I not?
Oh, literally, no joke. About 20 minutes ago. Not even. I don't even think it was an hour ago.
Well, you're right. It was when we were getting ready for this. I said, "Where's Crystal?"
And
then she said she's traveling in the world or something. And I said, "That seems like what crystals do," or something like that. And now the answer to the question is she's watching the Bob Doyle Show.
Yes, we love you.
We do. All right. I think we should get into this metaverse thing because
yes. So
it is what we.
For those of you who know, Bob has been a huge virtual reality, fan and promoter and creator. I mean, the Dotson Show, etc., for years. I mean, a decade plus, to however long it's been around, really.
Well, 2016 or 17, I was doing my first Bob Doyle show. I did VR Thursdays for a while.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Well, we incorporated that too when we were doing it.
Oh, yes, we did.
We did lots of it. Anyway, I'm not a gamer. I'm not a video like I don't, actually, I don't even hardly watch movies. Like, I don't watch TV. I'm kind of like not a screen person.
She doesn't like to be entertained by anything, which is why she's a part of this show.
Anyway, so, I'm like, okay, he just plays. Well, the Quest came out. So I was like, oh, this is really cool. I can get into it. So we've had the Quest. I've had it for like a year and I haven't really hardly done anything with it. Cause it's like I get in there and I don't know, and whatever else. However,
she likes zombies. She wants them all just to live. So she's not going to get in there and kill them.
I don't want to shoot zombies. I want to shoot
Isn't their day
anything.
bad enough? That's what her thought is. I mean, come on. They're dead. They're undead already. Give them a break.
However,
you're going to make their day worse?
The only game that I have to say that is kind of violent that I do really enjoy playing is Angry Birds.
Violent.
Which we did on the
violent.
show once. And I did really well, if you remember right.
I do remember.
It was really fun.
In VR, yes.
So, but anyway, this headset just has created a lot of, dust, and it just sort of sits there. Well, that is no longer the case because there is a platform out there that you can access not only with your glasses, which why don't we have the glasses up here?
I don't know. Let me back up and let me just jump in a little bit and just address the whole metaverse thing.
Okay.
Because that's really what we're talking about here is because there's a lot of confusion about what the metaverse really is. Some people, I think, might think it's just Facebook because they call themselves Meta and they know they're going to do some VR-y thing. Right. But the metaverse is really any kind of online world set of environments where you can travel and meet people and basically
3D.
Sort of duplicate your online life. And, there's been online gaming, multiplayer games and stuff like this, but the multiverse allows you to work, have experiences, do all kinds of things. Basically, eventually, anything you can do out here, you'll be able to do in there. That's basically the vision, and it's going to happen, so just get used to it.
Actually.
So really, we're at the very early stages, but everybody is talking a lot more about the metaverse, and what is it, and do I need to care? All relevant questions that people asked about the internet, too.
Right.
So yeah, you should probably care a little bit. So what we want to do is introduce you to it. So we've sort of staked our claim. There's not just one metaverse.
There's a lot of them actually.
And so these metaverses occur on platforms like Facebook is a platform, and they have their Horizons platform. There's one called Sansar, which is its own platform, a series of worlds that you can travel around in. And we'll be sharing that with you at some point for sure. But then another one is called Spatial, spatial.io. And what we like about that one is that it's not just VR. You can join it on your phone, on your desktop, or in VR. Yeah. So no matter who you are, you can get an experience of the metaverse. The metaverse is not just VR, if that's what you were thinking. But if you saw Ready Player One,
right,
you get the idea. You put the things on, and now you're in all these different worlds. You can travel around, meet people, do things, play games, the whole thing. That's what it is. It just doesn't look exactly like that movie yet, although Sansar comes pretty freaking close.
They're getting more and more realistic. It's really amazing.
Another wonderful thing about this platform that we like so much is that the avatars use your face as the basis. It's not like you don't look like a cartoon character or whatever. You pretty much look like you. So if you go check out to register for this, so I guess I jumped the gun here.
It's okay.
Jumped the gun. So we want to introduce you to the metaverse and what we're doing in it in a more formal way than me just talking about it like this. And so we've created an event. And we chose the date.
Yes. 2/22/22.
Again at 2:22 p.m. So we got this whole string of twos. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to show. This was the picture. I forgot we had this all set up.
That's where it landed on my face. And actually, it was pretty bruised up here, too. It's still a little tender, but, it didn't actually... I don't know.
Yeah, sorry about that. But anyway, this is what we're talking.
Everybody needed to see
that. It was there. It was going to show up when I pushed this button, so I may as well explain it.
Okay.
So basically, this is our little slide for the event. We'll be sharing this a lot. 22222 just looks so fun seeing all those up there. So what the heck is this event? So first of all, if you look in the background here, you're taking a sneak peek at one of the environments that we've created in this particular metaverse. And this is actually where we will be spending the bulk of our time at this event, showing you around this sort of virtual trade show. And in our case, it's to
All
use
our fun
it's us. I mean,
Yeah,
it's like
us.
Boundless Living, it's Luscious Living, it's Bob Doyle Voice, it's Tracy's books, it's our stuff. But it will give you an idea of the kind of things that you could do, your company could do, or you just want to be how it's a new way to attend events.
Right.
It's especially if you're in VR and it really feels like you're walking around the halls and you're having face-to-face conversations with people. So if you have a Quest or some other virtual reality device, we would love for you to show up for this thing with that.
Yes.
So you could get that fully immersive experience. But even if you do not have that, you can still participate, and we urge you to, regardless of what device you use. The phone, they all have their sort of pros and cons and things that you can do, but it takes a little bit of getting used to. It's a whole new thing, but we're there to guide you through it, show you, or not in the description, in the comments, this link here, this Luscious Living Lifestyle. But that's what it is, lusciousliving.com/intro-metaverse, and then the register. Now, the registration for this event is free. Again, it's February 22nd, 2022 at 2:22 p.m. So it'll be this exact time. And, allow like an hour or so to come in, and we'll just get you situated no matter what device you're on. Once you register, you'll be given information about how to install everything, where you need to install it, where to get the app. Again, it's all free.
It's all easy. If you're doing your phone, you just download the app, you set up, and actually in all cases, and you set up your user profile, which is actually the fun part because, as Bob said, you're actually taking a picture of yourself. So you can actually have them take a photo and that'll be used, or you can upload a photo, whichever you prefer. And it's so cool.
And by the way, that means that you could upload a photo of anybody.
Well, that's also true.
So I've uploaded like Christopher Walken.
I'll come into the room and he's like, exactly, some other actor. Or something.
It does a really good job. It does a really good job of putting your face on this avatar, having it look like you.
Right. We wish Morgan Freeman one day.
That's right, and it does everything. It figures out everything. So it's really cool. So you got a lot of flexibility there. I mean, you can change the color of your shirt, and other than that, but your face you've got some options there. And just be ready to just sort of experience what it's going to be like on some level. Now, this is our introductory, sort of, this is how it works. And we will be doing full-on events in here because we can do them even on the offline community. So if you didn't want to come in here, we can actually still have Zoom events, and you could attend on Zoom if you wanted to.
But then we could also play it and run it inside of the Metaverse.
Right. So the people who are in the Metaverse or in VR will be watching this Zoom call part on a big screen in there, like an iMac, sitting around a campfire. How fun is that?
Right. So great.
Let's find out how fun you think it is. Dawn registered already. That's awesome.
Yay!
Raven, don't do that.
Dawn has a Quest, right?
Yes, and Dawn, yes. And so Dawn and a couple of others, if any of you are interested in maybe, do we want to put this out there? A little beta testing.
Fine, yes.
Yeah, especially if you have
us.
a Quest and would like to, because we want to do some testing with some folks before the 22nd for obvious reasons.
Right.
And so that would be great.
Yeah, space is limited. Currently the platform only allows you to have 50 users in a room at a time. So, once we hit a registration point at some point, we're going to have to close it just because. So if you register and then think you can't attend, something happens, just let me know, because
I think we're going to stream it though.
Yeah.
The whole thing. So if you can't get in it,
you'll still be able to experience it.
You would be able to watch it somewhere.
Right.
Somewhere out there, probably in Facebook on an event page or something like that. Right?
We have an event page.
Yeah.
In Facebook.
But this is the okay, awesome. Yeah. So here's the registration page that you'll go to if you follow that link, and it'll give you some information. So there's a few little pictures. Remember I was talking about the campfire that we'd be sitting around? That's what it would be like. And here's a few pictures of me and Tracy in there. So you get an idea like that's me. That's Tracy.
Yeah.
And again,
I would never pick that shirt, but it is what it is.
That's true. We don't have a lot of flexibility over there. Well, I hope it is help wanting you to get VR. I hope everybody wants to get VR at some point. Mm-hmm. So again, there's a little sneak peek. So when you go to the page, you can kind of peek at what you might see once you get in there. And it tells you a little bit about spatial and things to expect. And you'll have plenty of time if you get registered now. You got plenty of time to get in there and play with it on whatever platform you want to. So you're a pro by the time you get there. But even if you're not, we're going to walk you through the basics of the things that you can do in there. We won't go too detailed because spatial, you can do a lot, especially if you want to create your own worlds.
Right.
We're not going to go there.
So just to say, the platform, how we're asking you to participate is free.
Yes.
Okay. If you were to, want to create your own world or do something, there's pro version. Of course, there's a charge for that. But, for what we're doing, it's free.
Yeah. So what's your excuse? You got none. We gave you plenty of time, and I promise you it's going to be fun. Even if you don't think the metaverse is a thing for you, and you may go through this and still think that. We'll see in 5 years. But I mean, really, this will just be a fun sort of show around tour and stuff, and I think you'll enjoy it no matter what platform you're on.
Right.
And we'd love for you to participate and get in there and interact and talk, because again, especially in the VR thing, it's like you're going to be in there with us. Like you'll be able to walk right up to our faces because they don't have a boundary.
I'm really curious because we haven't done a group like this before, so I'm really intrigued to see how that's going to be. But,
and I don't think you've ever done even less with the multiplayer stuff.
No,
so,
I haven't.
we're obviously right now we're telling you about this. Anybody who's hearing this is in my sphere, and we assume that you're all responsible adults who aren't going to jump in this thing and then just start being a jerk, right?
Troll.
No one's going to do that here. No one's going to do that here.
No.
But if you do, we can ban you. Isn't that great?
No hackers, please. No. This is so terrible.
This is a good group of people, and again, no matter what your age,
it doesn't matter,
or your technical acumen,
right.
It might be easiest for you to sit at the desktop and do this, and that's if that's what you're used to, and we'll teach you how to move around.
Or your smartphone. It's both Apple and Android, so you can do either.
Yeah. I'm just saying for me doing the phone sometimes, it just depends on what you like. If you're a person
you can do your tablet too if you don't, if you don't
right.
have a computer.
So many options.
It's so really great. Which is why I'm so excited about it, because before I was like, okay, well, I love the 3D immersive feeling, but for me it was like, well, I don't want to play games. I don't want to whatever. However, do I want to do events? Heck yes. Do I want to gather with friends and sit by a campfire? Yeah. So that's why I'm super excited about it.
Yeah, I've heard she did a 180 in like 5 seconds. We got her in spatial, and she was just like, and she spearheaded this whole thing. She's the one who said, we're doing an event, we're doing it 2, and we are going to lead the way, blah, blah, blah. She didn't say blah, blah, blah. She went on with real words.
Right.
I just sort of consolidated it there with some blah, blah, blah.
It's good.
Does age, maturity, asking for a friend, Sue, your maturity level will pass. I promise you'll be fine in there. Medea's in here apparently because Jason's replying to her. Oh, can you give fist bumps in there?
Yes! You can. What's really cool is like when you bump up against somebody or do something, it
makes
sparks.
A little clap sound with
You're
fireworks.
You're going to love it. Oh my gosh, you'll
so
totally.
You can give high fives, you can fist bump,
totally
you can shake hands, you can slap them across the face. It's awesome.
It's great.
But yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That's exciting.
Now we have, aside from all, so go get signed up and tell your friends. Yes. But only your mature friends, mature-ish. You know what I'm saying? Like don't. What was
One's
the guy's
thing? I don't know. Silliness is fun.
Did you say Salinas is fun? Salinas is fun?
No, silliness. Like, being
silliness. I was like, who's Selena?
No, we have lots of Selena friends, but no, that's not.
And they're all fun.
And they are all fun. As a matter of fact.
Maybe all Selenas are fun.
I'm going to say that's true.
We're taking your calls. 1-800-SELENA-FUN. All right.
Anyway.
So actually, there are more important things to discuss than all of this.
Which is?
Fonzie.
Oh my God.
So, Happy Days. We're all familiar with this demographic. Knows what I'm talking.
Can I start how this whole thing started?
Sure. I'm interested to hear what you say.
Okay. So, we're playing on LinkedIn, and, we're a lot of really cool conversations, and this amazing copywriter comes out of the woodwork, and so Bob has a conversation with him, and his name, is Fonzie. Right. So then, of course, it starts our conversation with the whole Happy Days Fonzie, which is what leads us into this.
Well, I think we got to thinking about, I don't remember the whole, it was just sort of this conversational stream of consciousness, which led us to how old was Fonzie's character supposed to be?
Now, I was a kid, obviously, when all of this came out, right? And, I've seen reruns over the years or whatever, but I remember like being glued to the TV and watching Happy Days growing up and loving it. But my recollection now is based on my memory of how I perceived Fonzie back then. And my recollection was that he was like some older, brother figure who had like dropped out of college or something, or dropped out of high school and was like a delinquent and like hung out at Al's or
and
whatever.
And you would think that because if you look at the freaking picture, he's a man. Now, this is early in the series. You can see everybody's youngish. Maybe
right.
I'm going to say this is maybe 3 or 4 seasons in because Aaron Moran's a little bit older than, but still,
right.
You know what he looked like. He's a man. Right. He always looked like a man.
So, never did he look like a 16-year-old boy.
Well, hold on. You blew the punchline there.
Didn't mean to.
So anyway, erase all that. You didn't hear what she just said. So we asked her name. How old he was? Or no, you just looked it up, didn't you? You IMDb'd or Wikipedia. You did something. You found out.
Yeah, Googled it.
Anyway, that his character was supposed to be 16 years old. 16.
16.
Riding a motorcycle. With the women.
16.
There's some serious age issues when you look at the storyline. And if you go to the Wikipedia for Fonzie, which I did this morning, read his whole story, and you're going, this doesn't happen to a 16-year-old. This happens to a 20-something.
Which, by the way, Henry Winkler was actually.
What would you say, 28?
He was 28. Playing a 16-year-old. He was supposed to be younger than Richie.
Now, of course, Richie looks the youngest of all the males in there. And I guess, that's right. He was supposed to be a year younger than Richie.
And Potsy was actually, like, biologically, he was the youngest of them. He was actually a year younger. So, Ron Howard was in his 20s. They were all in their 20s, but Ron and, what's the other guy's name? His real name?
Who, Anson Williams?
Yeah, there we go. They were like 24 or something, like 23. I think there was a 5-year difference, if I remember right. And then you've got Henry Winkler, who's almost 30, playing a 16-year-old. His facial hair, his structure, the whole, so my memory was that, like, he was like this, outweight, like he was a 28-year-old man who had dropped out of high school and was hanging out at Al's. That's what I remembered.
There's so much wrong with it.
So much wrong with all of it. Anyway, I don't know why we had to share that with you guys.
Because because this is what people are going to talk about at the water cooler today.
Fonzie. Oh my heavens.
Yeah.
So great.
So anyway, that was.
So I've added to my wish list that I want to hang out with Henry Winkler.
Just define hang out. What does that exactly mean?
Well, it's like I wrote, I want to befriend all the people in The Secret.
So does that mean like we have coffee with him one day, or just like
we have him over to the house, right? Or something.
Get him on the sound lounge,
right? Oh yes, I can visualize this. So good.
Now we've just given.
You guys.
Our goal now is to get Henry Winkler on the sound lounge.
If you have a connection, please let me know, because I promise I will follow up and it will be awesome. And I will share.
I'm sure we're like 1 or 2 degrees away from him.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, because again, last time I saw him in person, the only time, was at Cynthia Kersey's Unstoppable Gala. So somebody there, and I know all those people, so somebody invited him.
Okay, well, it's on my wish list.
Henry Winkler on the Sound Lounge. Hey.
Oh, life is so good. I can only imagine. It's too good.
So I wrote down all these things on a piece of paper that's over there all these little ideas of things that we could talk about and things like that. And the only one that I could remember now is the Fonzie thing. And I know if I go over there, it's.
Well, I have some.
Oh, okay, that's right. That's right.
So for those of you who are familiar with the show, Bob has been doing happiness hacks. Little candies, little fun, just those little happiness hacks.
I wish we could do a quiz right now and say who out there knows name two happiness hacks, and who would come up with if Dawn's out there. Now you just showed him though. Now Dawn would know. Dawn would know of all the people.
There's a handful of them, so I brought one of each.
But there were some official ones.
Yeah, so this was an official one.
Yep. This was, one. but not the turmeric version.
Oh, okay. I thought these were too. No?
Oh, yes, they were. Absolutely.
Okay. And then these, maybe? These are extra.
All right, no
These
one
are
has guessed, so we're just going to
Okay.
have... Oh, wait, no. Dawn did it. Wintergreen
Yes.
and Butter Rum Lifesavers. That's right.
Yes.
Hold on.
Ah, gee. You win.
See, Dawn has been with me a long time. And so, yes, but we also sort of added to the mix the Orange Lifesavers, which are amazing.
Right. Zots, which are fun.
Werther's Originals was another one.
Of
Oh, yeah,
course.
Zots was... Well, Zots we never shared that as a happiness hack, did we? That's all
maybe
been
not.
more recent.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
my kids more.
And then the other one was these gin-gins that our friend Sarah introduced us to, which I did not know about. Now this one has turmeric in it. Turmeric, the T word. You know, it's supposed to be good for you. Some cereal.
It does.
Anyway.
Yes, and then I have some espresso candies. But however, we have just gone on a journey because, do we want to cover like the whole sugar-free and why?
Oh, sure.
Okay, so
I love how we have the content meeting during the show. Now, do we want to do this?
Anyway, so part of what has been going on the last 6 or 8 months is that Bob's dad was recently diagnosed with Alzheimer's, and it's kind of late stage, and so trying to really investigate all of the different things that we can do to help him, and then also preventative care, etc., and finding that sugar.
Face it, she's talking about me here. She is. Let's face it.
Sugar.
We're all like going, okay, so reality check.
Right. I'm like, okay, I don't want to find 2 memory care facilities.
I've been known to get off track.
Well, we all.
So anyway,
seriously,
yes.
Come on, really, yeah. But sugar is horrible for us, and in so many ways, it's horrible for us. And memory being one of them. It is like one of the worst things that we can do for our bodies and our brains. And making a conscious effort, Bob and I have started to remove at least the all the processed sugars from our diet and our house. And so these happiness hacks are, loaded with sugar. So, however, so we're compromising. It's like, when you go from, being, a meat eater to a vegetarian, you use, the Morningstar products or something like that to sort of bridge the gap, right? It's like, well, you still want a veggie burger, right? Or to vegan, it's like however. Anyway, sugar's the same way. So there's lots of different things that you can do to supplement the sugar so you still get the sweet taste. Unfortunately, most of them are really terrible for you as well. Like aspartame is horrible for you. It's worse than sugar. You may as well just drink Coke instead of a Diet Coke. But there are some good ones out there. So like stevia, and actually the best one is monk fruit. So,
well, I like erythritol.
Well, yes, but it's anyway.
That's fine. Erythritol is good. It's not like the others.
Okay, so it's not like the others. So we have found, now I don't know about all of these, but I'm just bringing in some sugar-free versions.
Terry's here.
Terry! Of the happiness hacks.
That's really loud in the microphone.
Oh, anyway, so we found some sugar-free versions. So just sharing that if you still want to have happiness hacks in your life, but not the sugar.
We should say, look, the thing was, I was out of control.
Okay, there's no question about that.
Now, this is Dawn even brings up. Wait a minute, Bob Kahlua cake and butter pecan ice cream Doyle, right? And it was getting way
6 cups of coffee
way,
a day with 2-3 things of sugar.
Hold on,
in
you're going to make me look bad in a second. So let me just finish, because I'm about to say I'm not doing that great. Here's what I've cut out. Every night we'd eat dinner, and then it would be ice cream, and then more ice cream. And then more ice cream. And if we had cake, there was cake too. If there was any candy around, I'd add that to the mix, and then I'd be done for a little while. And then I'd say, oh, well, it's been like 30 minutes. And then more. Sugar. Like crazy. It was out of control. Am I exaggerating?
Not at all.
Right. So one day, so then all this stuff with my dad, and we're like, okay, wake up call, what do we do? So then we've just started replacing like the ice cream, sugar-free ice creams and stuff like that. So I still have my obsessive behavior. It's just not, now I'm just getting a lot of fat.
Which is actually good because, he could use some, right? I'm just saying. But, looking at other things too, right? So gluten is really horrible for us. But
I'm not saying goodbye to that.
Why? I have the gluten-free, sugar-free bread and stuff, which
I eat it, yeah. But I'm making no declaration. But I am still having refined sugar. I am still putting sugar in my coffee. That's like how I'm allowing myself to have a little bit. And every now and then I put the monk fruit in instead. But the coffee is like, I just want to, but still, even though I've got that going, it's such a major decrease.
It's absolutely true.
Than what I was doing. So.
Yeah, huge, major. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Is the gluten-free, sugar-free bread also taste-free?
That's good.
Yeah.
It's actually, I would say the taste is okay. It's the consistency. It's just, a harder bread. So for, toast, it's fantastic because, it gets hard anyway.
Because it tastes
right?
like toast even if you don't toast it.
But like for avocado toast and things, it's super duper good.
Yeah, as long as you slather it with avocado. No,
So
I'm making, and there's varying degrees. We had one bread that was super good and even had a pretty good consistency, and then we got another one.
The one we have now is actually sugar-free. It's not gluten-free.
Right, yeah.
But it's sugar-free.
I can tell there's something fishy about it, though. Can't you?
Really? No.
We had a sandwich yesterday. I was like, there's fish in here.
There's not fish in there because I wouldn't eat fish, but yes.
All right, Terry says, I can eliminate all sugar, but I draw the line at my coffee. It needs coconut sugar. Okay, maybe I'll try that one day.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
I think I've tried that before.
I don't know.
I don't remember. It would have been a previous life.
But good one. Thank you. You can check that out.
Yes.
Yes. But we've also found like with, coffee too, because, trying to really look at all of the substances that we're consuming and limiting caffeine as well. And so over the course of the last 6 months have found chicory nut.
No, it's root.
Chicory root.
Yeah. Chicory.
It's a nut.
I don't know why you keep saying it. It's not.
Okay. Anyway, it's a root, whatever. Chicory root. But it's really good.
It's a good coffee substitute.
So it's like no acid. I don't know. It's super yum.
Well, a lot of these coffee substitutes, they pour in, it's kind of a light coffee, and this is really rich and robust and very good flavor. We're just all over the place. So we should save this because we can do. So our intention, I asked Tracey before we went live today, I said, are we? No, it's not licorice flavor. I would not.
No, neither one of us like licorice.
Are we committing to doing the show on a regular basis from now on? That's it. Ticino. You got it, Ticino.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, because I bought Mommy some.
Oh, there you go. She's filling in the blanks.
Yeah. And they have really good flavors, too, like, vanilla and hazelnut and...
Yeah, they are all flavored. They don't have, like, coffee flavored.
That's true.
There's like
there is not one
There's like a maca mocha or something, like maca something. Anyway, but it's all good. Mm-hmm. It's all good. But what I was going to say was, so we are going to do the show. We're committing, but we didn't commit to a time yet, did we? We were going to look at some statistics. We meant to look at some, like...
I did. I forgot.
Some statistics to see when, I guess, I can see when most of my
followers
folks are online or something, and then that's when to...
That's when we were thinking it would be better to do. So.
But we do miss this, and we talk about it freaking all the time.
Wednesday at 2:22, if you're okay with being silly on the time.
Why is it silly if it's important to you?
Oh.
We need that Full House. Awesome.
Right? Oh, Full House. Oh, can we for a second just give some, moment of silence to Dad?
For Bob.
Yeah.
We are way late on this train.
Well, it just came up in conversation. What am I supposed to say? We haven't been alive. It's not when we talked about it.
Right.
But we had a friend of ours. And tell the story.
I don't know. Who knows what's going to come out of your mouth? What story?
No, thinking that you passed, not...
Oh, yeah, we have a friend who saw... Christy Whitman.
Yes!
Christy Whitman.
Oh, that's right. It was Christy.
Had interviewed Bob Saget, or the other way, something. Interviewed Bob Saget at some point, and she posted on her timeline in remembrance of him about her meeting. This other friend of ours, Jennifer, saw that post and saw Bob and saw the whole thing, and had, because we have been accused of being similar in appearance, and she thought I had died. And I wake up. I didn't know this. I wake up the next morning and I see I'd missed a call from her. I'm thinking, that's weird. I haven't heard from her forever. It's got to be a butt dial or whatever. And then, like the day after that, I got a message saying, basically, I thought you were dead for about 10 minutes. I don't mean to be making light of Bob here, but
right.
But anyway, that's the story.
Yes, but thankfully, this one's still here.
Yes, reports of my death have been greatly exaggerated. she knew
my
that
gosh.
reference, I would give every one of you $1.
I don't.
I knew I was safe. I meant $5. I meant $100.
You could have given $1 million. I have no idea
Now,
what
I
you're
wonder if
talking about.
anybody knows that reference.
So say it again.
Dawn. Reports of my death have been greatly exaggerated. Spencer, if he's still out there, he might know.
No.
I don't know. Anyway, well, let's just bring it back around again to the event that we're doing on February 22nd of this year, 222222 at 2:22 p.m. Intro to Bob and Tracey's Metaverse, where we're going to be giving you a tour of places like this and other places, whimsical in nature, just fun, and anything else we create between now and then. We're not done.
Oh, we're
creating.
not done. We're
I'm
having
in
fun.
there.
I'm
in
having
there.
fun.
I got to tell you, it's and in terms of a teaching modality, like all my brain rewiring stuff, this kind of environment, the ability to pull a human brain out of a wall and do it's like the visual aid stuff is crazy, and you can bring PowerPoints in there. You can do all this stuff. So the whole idea of remote events in classrooms where you interact and can go into breakout rooms and different environments. It's cray, and you're going to get to experience it.
Yes, it is very exciting. I mean, they're doing huge concerts and things like that in there too. It's really awesome.
That's right. There's the music. Okay,
Woo!
well, you guys.
So are we going to meet them? So why don't we just say for next week we'll do the 20th, or we'll do Wednesday.
Sure, we'll do next
All right.
Wednesday, 2:22 p.m.
Pacific.
Well, thank you. Obviously,
5
p.m.
Eastern Standard Time.
Hey. Don said, I was wondering what you two were doing in there. I saw that you'd been in there a lot. Yes, because when you're in the Oculus, you can kind of see, Don's online, Bob's online. And, well, that's what we're doing. So, Don, let's get in touch. Let's get in touch and let's do some testing. Again, Don's been great in helping me test metaverses in the past. All right.
We love you guys. Thanks for joining. We'll see you next week.
And who are we?
And be sure to register.
Yeah, be sure to register.
Join us.
It's the Bob Doyle Show.